up proceedings here, but CHIRITA, well, Colin Wilson, how must he be feeling after seeing his teammate Edward Ionescu defeat Liang Chuqin in straight games? Will he be feeling pressure now? He must continue that form, or will he be feeling confident, like anything is possible?
I think those are the words. I think there'll be optimism now. You know it's possible. You just got to carry it out. This is the star of the last 32 match that they played against Poland. Edward was beaten twice, and yet goes out to beat Liang, the first Chinese match. But Iulian here, CHIRITA, was the star against Poland, winning 2. And he's now up against the Chinese, I think, undisputed #1 according to the form in this championships. And Wang has only dropped 1 game in all his matches here in London. And that was against England's Sam Walker.
Yes, indeed. Wang Chuqin, the sort of steady anchor of the Chinese national setup here, the left-hander. But let's talk first of all, Colin, about CHIRITA. He's still a young player, 20 years of age, in Cyclops top 100 now. But as you said just a moment ago, he was the standout player in Romania's win over Poland. That one went to a 5th and final match. Here he is against Miloš Radzimski, who's a really, really promising Polish player. Great reactions there. He also beat Marek Badowski as well. Closed out a tight 3rd game against him. So 2 wins from 2 in the last tie for Iulian CHIRITA. What kind of confidence does that give a player?
Yes, plenty. And even though the matches are close, and sometimes especially when they're close, you know you've got the ability to hold your game together under the maximum pressure. And he's got a very open style, happy to play away from the table, happy to play with long strokes. We'll see whether he has to come closer to the table when he plays Wang Chuqin.
But how do you play Wang Chuqin?
There is no way, Rebecca, to play Wang Chuqin. You just have to hope that he's not having a great day and that you're having an absolute blast of a day, and then it might be close.
Indeed. Well, this is, again, a best of 5. This is match 2. As we welcome Kay Connor, the umpire for this one. You can hear the cries ringing out around the Wembley Arena. Wang Chuqin is a hugely popular player.
China to serve.
And there are plenty of fans in the house for him here.
Yeah, quick stretch of the arm and shoulder there from Wang. Left-hander serving, right-hander receiving.
Celebrates the first point, and we don't normally see that kind of celebration from Wang Chuqin at this stage.
Yeah, very clear body language, wasn't it? We're here, I'm back. China rule. That's what he's trying to say.
Enjoy your lead, because it's not going to last long. That's phenomenal.
Fantastic footwork from Wang, but just got there too late. See how low the ball was when he hit it. Nearly made it. From a Chinese point of view, that's a reassuring start from Wang Chuqin. He came out full of intention, full of messaging. 4-1 and serving.
It's just such a deadly forehand that Wang Chuqin has. Best in the world, Colin?
Undoubtedly at the moment, yeah. For all the Chinese wobbles, this has been anchorman, safe pair of hands for China. Yeah, I love it. And his attitude looks, to me, dismissive.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. I know who I am. and there's only going to be one winner here. That's the kind of approach that he's been taking. Deadly and pretty intimidating for an opponent that's not playing well. So Iulian CHIRITA's got to do everything right from his own perspective. Oh, it hit the edge.
Well, it's just a 2-point game so far, despite all our talk of Wang Chuqin's aura and dominance.
Yeah, given that he got an edge on the last point, could have been 4 points easily. But, yeah, small margins. That's great work there from CHIRITA. Backhand opener, really playing a lot of balls forehand from the backhand corner. Apologises for the little net there that he got. So the nets and edges of keeping him in this one.
Back to just a 1-point deficit. You see the two Chinese youngsters, the two young pretenders, either side of Coach Wang Hao at the minute.
You just see, if had that ball gone on, Wang was ready to blast it. Great work from Wang.
How do you deal with that kind of power?
Well, you can't expect to win everything against the serve, so kind of in a perfect world, I think, if you're the Romanian player, you're looking to win 1 out of 2 against the serve, and then hopefully 1 or 2 on your own serve, and that keeps you at least level. Again, problems with service. So difficult. So with CHIRITA's open style, longer strokes, Wang's just not giving him any opportunity to play a backswing. And again.
It's just phenomenal.
Well, that's how you do it. Yeah. Fantastic recovery play by China. Wang Chuqin showing why he's #1 in the world. And he's getting a bit more of a talking to than the support that Liang was getting. So Wang Hao pushing for more. Ma Long there, 12 years ago.
Let's have a look, Colin. This is back to 12 years ago in Tokyo, the final. Dmitry Ovtcharov, who has been world #1, still playing. This is championship point between him and Ma Long.
Yeah. So Ma Long 12 years ago, and Ma Long live here in Wembley. And Ovtcharov, yeah, as you say, still playing in this competition. But Ma Long, most decorated player in table tennis history.
And an adversary of the man on the Team China coaching bench, Wang Hao.
Yeah.
Across the table, at least.
Yes. And I do wonder whether Ma Long is thinking, just let me down there, I'll get my coat off. Let me at them.
Yeah, maybe. What positives can CHIRITA take from the opening game there, Colin?
I think the main thing is that now he's seen what Wang Chuqin is doing and how quickly there. That's exactly the plan. So he spent a game struggling with the speed. But now he knows how fast the ball is coming at him.
They played each other once before. That was last year at the US Smash. Wang Chuqin won that one 3-1. point for Krita to win.
He was pulled so far out wide. Look at that. And then Wang, unusual, missed down the line into the open goal, I'd say. Oh, left-handers backhand across court, counter hit, not too hard so he could get the wide angle. Yeah, so CHIRITA, yeah, just getting used to the pace.
Yeah, it's been a good adaptation. Well, Chuqin coming across the table. Misses that one, and some stern faces on the Team China bench. That one's left him scratching his head.
Yeah, just a couple of difficult attacking strokes to make. Lovely, secure forehand re-loop down the line there. Kept his body weight over the ball. So fast. Chuqin didn't let the ball get anywhere near the top of the bounce there. Crunched it as soon as it was high enough. Oh, favour return from Iulian CHIRITA. That's a fantastic loop. He plays with his legs so far apart, CHIRITA. He's quite happy to be nearly doing the splits on several of the rallies.
Yeah.
Just the early fast topspin from Wang. So hard to deal with. And again. Chuqin skipping.
Well.
Still in the lead. That's, I think, the conclusion there.
Yeah, neither of us are going to say anything else apart from, well. It's not often that Chuqin will miss a shot like that.
Chinese star contingent watching. Both players world-class in that situation. Loop to loop away from the table. On this occasion, Chuqin, too strong. Being urged on by the bench.
7-6.
CHIRITA, though, is not giving up. He still believes. I mean, it must be hard when you're facing a barrage of speedy shots from Chuqin to keep your head up and keep your belief.
Totally. It's like being peppered in a coconut shy. But you've got to win the in-between points. Anything cheap that you can pick up. What I have... It's great from Chuqin. What I have seen from the whole Chinese team in this championships, more than previous championships, is that they're having more difficulty with other countries' serves. So there's just a few little serve return errors from a number of the Chinese players at a higher rate than I've seen before. That makes them just a little bit vulnerable. But but Wang Chuqin, just behind his own serve, is so strong.
And the idea was right from CHIRITA to go for that angle.
Yeah, it was a good return. But I think CHIRITA under a lot of pressure to win at least one, often two, on his own service.
Wang Chuqin has turned the tide of momentum. 6 of the last 8 points going his way. And we have the timeout on the Romanian side.
Ca să n-aibă timp, că tu dacă, chiar dacă faci ce să mișcă. Sau când ți-a pus aia scurtă cu repede, uite ce funcționează. Mai joacă una scurtă cu el, că poate o scapă și la un moment dat. Din înțepa lungă îți dă de nu-ți mai ridică după masă. Păi 80% scap eu de câte.
Dar dacă ești la ea, el ți-a pus nu mai scurt. El dacă nu s-a băgat cu banana, el îți spune nu mai scurt.
N-a înțepat una lungă.
Da, una n-a înțepat lungă până acum. Dacă tu îl vezi așa, tu știi că îți vine scurt, du-te și tu la ea și dacă te duci la ea, că dacă nu știi, normal că nu ești la ea, dar tu știi că dacă a făcut așa, ți-a pus-o scurt, du-te la ea și pune și tu una scurtă mai pune.
Intră agresiv, asta zic.
Vrei să zic ceva? Văd că a început și îți dă serviciu un pic praf că o pui, dar dacă el ți-o pune așa, de aia nu mai poți să pui. Uite-te când ți-o pune așa.
Ce să vezi?
Serviciu-i tras. Să ți-o pună serviciu-i tras.
Well, some animated discussion on the Romanian bench. Colin, any ideas to what was said?
I'm not sure, but really interesting, the energy. When it came to Edward Ionescu, it was very quiet, almost silent at times. But there, you had Andrei Filimon, the coach, who was almost screaming at Iulian CHIRITA, trying to instill belief, I think. And that was perfect tactics, kept the ball short. He knew that Wang wanted to loop, gave him the loop just over the end of the table, so he had to lift it, blocked it wide. Most intelligent rally I've seen played today. Wonderful stuff. Yeah, you can see there, Wang's serve, 75%. That's very, very high. So CHIRITA trying to survive against the Wang serve. Good return of serve, but missed the follow-up. Game point China. I put this down as a must-win game for Romania. Can CHIRITA take 1 point now, get back to juice, 10-all, and his own serve, the comfort of his own serve. Yes, he can.
Oh, wow. It took a lot of metal for him to save that point.
It did. It did. He was desperate to get back to the comfort of his own serve, and he's done it. Yeah, urging from the coach. Wang Chuqin almost lost the point. Got the big ones back. And then turned the tide.
Well, this is only game number 2 of match number 2, and you can see how much every single point now means. Every point is getting more and more significant, and it's another game point for the world number 1 here.
Off the end, 2 games to love. Wang Chuqin leads. What a fascinating game this has been.
He almost smirked at his opponent after that.
Yeah, he just wants to feel and display that dominance.
Oh, he shot him a look.
整个这种节奏啊，呼吸停，在你的中间到中间呢，不一定非得扑到你反手实际是可以，对吧？反手是可以的啊。现在接发球这个节奏接得非常好，就是发抢这个人，在第二档控完以后再上上。
Well, let's check out the action over on table 3. This one went the distance. Iulian celebrating a 3-2 win over Jonathan Grote. So congratulations there. Taking the first for Chinese Taipei against Denmark.
帮他注意点，注意点。
They go
对
1 up
他
in
高
this
一点
best of 5 matches.
啊，包括他就是得到你中间这条猥琐，因为中间容易扑，位置不好，一扑完翻过来，人家看着他比较死，啊，我就啊，那就很好啊，哎，节奏控制好，节奏控制好啊。
Here we go then. Wang Chuqin came from behind to win that second one, edged it 12 points to 10. And often, Colin Wilson, we see when there's been a tight game, the next game is completely one-sided. Do you anticipate now that Wang Chuqin is going to just wrap this one up in record speed?
I don't. I think CHIRITA's got more in him, but it's always possible.
Well, there you go.
It hasn't so far. It's always possible that the belief can start to fade away, and you feel like you've played brilliantly, you've done everything you can, and you're still 2-0 down. That's amazing. Took that so early off the bounce, his feet wide around the backhand corner. Superb. 2-1. I just love Wang Chuqin's mental strength. He's got the look of a predator.
Not happy though with that one. And again, a good start from CHIRITA. It's a must-win, of course, for him. And, you know, you talk about Wang Chuqin's mental strength, but this is where CHIRITA is going to have to draw on all of his reserves.
Well. Just off the end. No, CHIRITA's still there. Another look there from... Yeah, Wang Chuqin tends to look at the other opponent's eyes. It gives a message, but also you help to absorb what the other person's thinking and feeling so that you can make it difficult for them. Straight underneath the armpits. Iulian CHIRITA there looking forlorn, did everything that he could and still had the point taken away from him. Yeah, solid work there from CHIRITA. A rare breakdown of technique there from Wang from the crossover point between backhand and forehand. Very awkward. Chuqin so early, 2 backhands and 1 forehand. Nothing that CHIRITA could do about that.
You could hear how much it was taking out of CHIRITA with those points at every shot he returned.
Shake of the head, you see the body language has changed. A little bit limp, over-relaxed in the body now in between rallies, so he's got to get himself back together, needs to come back like a boxer. Dancing, fighting. Wang Chuqin, imperious now.
I was just going to say that he's used his time out now, the Romanian, so it's all on him.
Yeah. There's nowhere to go for the Romanian. He's got to stay out there, fight to the death. Oh, Wang Chuqin, majestic. Chinese team will feel a lot more settled now. It was a difficult road here for Wang Chuqin, coming from 1-0 down in the tie. Struggled in the first game, struggled in the second game, but 2 games, 8-4. He's managed to be so tough. 8-5. He knows he made a bad decision there. Slaps himself on the face.
I think he can afford a slip-up or two like that. He's in a pretty commanding position overall with 2 games up.
Yeah, CHIRITA doing the right thing, going to the big reloop. Must win one of these two on his serve now to stay in the match. Chuqin, I think, is looking up at him again. I am the boss.
Yeah.
You have been bossed, ultimately. But a great start and a great fight by CHIRITA. Great showing overall by Romania, but Chuqin absolutely in the ascendancy. He's showing everybody, including in his own camp, who is the number 1.
Absolutely, such an important figurehead for China's men here. The only one really who's been performing with utter consistency. High fives all round. Job well done, levels up.